Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is an emergency crypto update. What's going on? I see a lot of people on the timeline already this morning talking about the prices correcting yet again. Are we in the midst of another crash? Are we still range bound? Where do we think things are going from here? We're going to break it all down for you guys. I will tell you guys this is not the time to panic. You got to prepare for every single scenario when you're in these markets. But let's go ahead, jump right in. Let's take a look at where we are first and foremost here this morning. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe down below if you haven't already. We're here for you guys every single day. Good times, bad times, somewhere in between times, doesn't matter. You can rely on us. So a lot of people watch these videos. They forget to subscribe. It does mean a lot to me. I show up for you guys every single day. So click that subscribe button, smash the like button. Let's get this out there to a lot of people. Let's jump right in, take a look at the price action here and see what we've got in front of us. There are some cryptos that came tumbling down last night. We started to roll over, and here this morning, definitely seeing some hits in the market, both with Bitcoin and the altcoins. Of course, Bitcoin kind of dictates where we go, but this could be yet another opportunity if you have dry powder, cash on the sidelines, to potentially go ahead and add some other assets. I will be doing that here very, very soon. If you want to know exactly the moves I'm making, come on over and join us at the Patreon. We've got a couple different tiers for you. The Inner Circle, $20 per month. The VIP tier now includes live calls. So shout out to everybody who got into the Inner Circle with the live calls included for that $20 package. We said that price was going to go up. It has, but great opportunity right now to join now. You could save 15% by paying annually. We've started a new portfolio from $0. We've got 2 cryptos in there. We're going to be adding to that today. We're also going to be adding to our long-term portfolio. Of course, you'll get all my buy and sell alerts, the private Discord community where we're talking about trades, alpha, all kind of great insight. And we've got live calls with the VIP tier every single Friday. So you do not want to miss our live calls every single Friday. So come on over and check us out over there. We've got a great community brewing. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got here. Bitcoin sitting at 111. We actually just came back down underneath 111. We're still kind of range bound here on Bitcoin. If we go over to TradingView and take a look at BTC, we're basically back down to where we were on the lows on Friday. Now, we did wick down to 107, but we ended up closing back up at 112. But you guys can see we've created now pretty much a support level over these last 3-4 days, right in this range, right around this 110.6, 110.5 range. We did go ahead and close right around 111,000, and we did see some major liquidations again hit the market. If we go over here, you can kind of see what's going on. Watcher Guru put it out early this morning talking about some more liquidations here, right here, just in 200 million liquidated from the crypto market in the last 4 hours. So basically happened overnight. But the big question is, like, where are we? Are we still okay? Well, as long as we don't come down, past the 110 level and really close below it, we're still kind of range bound here. There is an outside chance, I would tell you, that we could come back down to 100,000. I do think that is, possible. And at the end of the day, nobody has a crystal ball here, right? Nobody knows exactly what could happen. But with the macro environment that we have in front of us, things still look like we could see another run up in the markets, especially for risk on assets. We're potentially going to get 2 more rate cuts this year. I think they're going to have to do some form of stimulus checks. We'll probably see that in some form or fashion. The bottom line is the great reset is really upon us right now. And, the entire industry is both flourishing and going through growing pains at the same time because we still need, future ETFs to get, going. We need future regulations to really send this market higher. We do have a couple assets still in the green, but a lot of assets now down in the red. Aster's back down to 132, Zcash coming down to 225 right now, BNB a little over 1100. EtherFi's come down to 116. Ondo down to 75 cents. Pendle 348. Chronos down to 15 cents. So a lot of interesting opportunities. You've got XRP down here at 242. But the broader market, is kind of range bound right now. We're kind of in no man's land, and we're right now on some crucial support, especially when we look at Bitcoin. Now, if we go into the last hour or so, and we zoom in here a little bit, you can really kind of get a better picture of where we are. This was the crash on Friday, where we wicked down to 107, came back up, got some footing around this 110 level, bounced all the way back up to 116. And we're coming back down, kind of retesting and grabbing some more of this liquidity. So I want to see us stay around this 110 level. If we continue to show strength and bounce around here, we'll continue to I think be range bound in this range for a little while. I do want to say though, we have a chance that we could come back down to that $99,000, $100,000 level. I do think that is still very, very much in play here for Bitcoin. And if you want to kind of play this bounce, if we do get a little bit of a bounce, we could be coming back up to that 115, 116 range. I wouldn't get in there until we see the reversal. Of course, you can get into XT my trading software. This will help you find the bottoms of charts, both short-term, long-term. This is a separate company we built back in 2023. So definitely encourage you guys to check that out and get in there while you still can. But overall, guys, this is why it's so crucial to have dry powder on the sidelines. I'm always keeping about 1/3 of my total money in crypto in stable coins because I do think we're still in a broader uptrend. I do think this is still a good time to buy, some of the top assets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, even Solana coming back down to 193. That could be an interesting spot here. I don't think this is full on panic mode. I think it's somewhere in between. I think we're kind of in no man's land right now after the flash crash. We're waiting to kind of, get a next positive catalyst, that could potentially send us a little bit higher here. And we're kind of waiting for the next big signal, honestly. We don't really have a huge indication one way or the other just yet. Again, we're kind of just waiting and seeing right now with Bitcoin. We'll be all over it, though, for you guys in terms of, what the next moves could be in the market. And, of course, the moves I'm making. Come on over and join us at the Patreon. I appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll be with you every step of the way. And we'll see you guys in the next video.